Shortly, we'll be boarding the MS Wachau to see another part of the beautiful blue Danube, this time running through the picturesque towns of Melk and Krems in the middle of Austria.
The romantic Wachau, a 36-kilometer stretch from Melk to Krems, is probably the most beautiful part along the Danube Valley. We board the MS Wachau in Melk, leaving behind the beautiful Benedictine Abbey looming above the city. Built between 1702 and 1739, the abbey with its Baroque church and library is acknowledged as being one of the most striking monasteries in the world. We pass by the Schönbuhl Castle, which lies on the banks of the Danube. The Augstein ruins of Kuenringer Castle, perched on a rock high above our boat, remind us of medieval times when lords ruled the river. The tiny town of Spiez features a late Gothic church and an interesting navigational museum. It's also famous for its winery and many vineyards. Just above the town, on a mountain hillside, are these fantastic ruins of a medieval castle. Weisenkirchen is one of the many wine-growing villages with an impressive church in the center of the city. We glide past Dürnstein, which is famous for its historical city center. Richard the Lionheart was held captive here in the castle ruins high atop a mountain near the city center. He was kidnapped on his way home from the Crusades. Just as we approach our final destination in Krems, our boat tells us more about Krems and the beautiful Gottwig Abbey, which is perched atop a mountain opposite the town.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching Krems. The region was settled as early as the Paleolithic Age. In the year 995, Krems was described in a document of the Emperor Otto III as an imperial fortress in the eastern country. In 1136, Krems was raised to city status. A few years earlier, it was minting its own coins known as the Krems pennies. In 1305, Duke Rudolf III granted Krems the same rights as Vienna. Across from Krems, you can see on the hilltop the Benedictine Abbey of Gottwig. It was originally consecrated in 1083. The abbey was destroyed by fire in 1718. The abbot intended to rebuild the whole monastery, but only part of the plans by the architects Lucas von Hildebrand and Jakob Krauthauer were actually carried out. Gottwig Abbey owns outstanding art collections, among them the largest private collection of graphic art in Austria.
First explored in the 12th century, Krems is located at the confluence of the Danube and the Krems rivers, 55 miles northwest of Vienna. The town is over 1,000 years old. Many historical buildings line the street we walk down. Krems is a town of courtyards, antique churches, and ancient houses in the heart of vineyard country.